Give a test yell!
Samantha's posture is not that of someone attempting to make a good first impression.
Already renewed for season 6, the CBS series is cementing its status as one of the longer-running sitcoms on broadcast television. Part of the benefit of that longevity is that it can rely on a deep bench of guests to join the Ghost cast and enrich the main characters. Superstore vet Ben Feldman as Kyle Rosenblatt may be among the most pivotal. Similar to Samantha, Rose McIver, Kyle can also see and talk to spirits. But when he made his debut, in the self-titled Season 4 episode Kyle, he didn't exactly endear himself to Jay, Utkarsh Ambudkar. In new photos from TV Insider, Feldman returns in the Thanksgiving-timed episode Planes, Shanes, and Automobiles. The episode will premiere on CBS on November 20th, with the gallery below highlighting Kyle's time at Woodstone. Sam, meanwhile, is away on a separate trip with Pete, Richie Moriarty. The logline for the episode, which was written by Akilah Green and directed by Heather Jack, reveals that the spirits at Woodstone Manor are unsatisfied with Jay's ability to tend to their needs during Sam's absence. This leads the ghosts to enlist Kyle. As for Sam, as the new photos reveal, she's not doing much better than Jay because Sam and Pete get on each other's nerves during a book tour road trip. It reaches a breaking point when an airline strike threatens their ability to get home for Thanksgiving. Kyle's return is sure to bring up recent issues for Jay. His debut appearance went well enough at first. Sam was happy to meet someone who could also see ghosts, but this caused a bit of jealousy for Jay, precisely because of the special ability that the two share. Jay's distrust of Kyle proves to be valid, at least when Kyle tries to kiss Sam, only to be rebuffed hilariously. It sets up an interesting dynamic, given that the Woodstone spirits would be leaning on that tension for their own ease. It also speaks to a larger ongoing story about how Jay feels he fits into the Ghosts universe of powers. Executive producers and showrunners Joe Port and Joe Wiseman have already lined up plenty of returning faces after the Ghosts Season 4 finale. That includes the likes of Patience, Elias Woodstone, and Nigel. But it's a safe bet that Kyle will be the trickiest so far. Ghosts continues to show why it's CBS, best sitcom, with an incredible callback it patiently waited 4 years to make. Ghosts has the highest Rotten Tomatoes rating of any current CBS sitcom, with a score of 97% for the American version. It was a huge vote of confidence when CBS renewed Ghosts for 2 more seasons after Season 4. The American version, itself a remake of the original British series, is becoming an even bigger franchise, expanding into different countries. Germany's version is already airing, and Australia, Greece, and France are getting their own versions of Ghosts that are in production, proving the show's worldwide appeal. There are many reasons why the sitcom is so successful, from chemistry among the cast of Ghosts to the tongue-in-cheek supernatural nomenclature like getting sucked off. However, as the American CBS version heads into its 5th season, one strength of the show shines, its ability to resurrect plotlines you might have assumed the show had forgotten. Ghosts Season 5, Episode 4, revives the ghost representative plot from Season 1, Episode 3. Many episodic sitcoms drop plot lines so each episode can feel like a fresh start, allowing casual viewers to tune in without needing extensive background. Ghosts, however, manages something more sophisticated. It embraces continuity without becoming overwhelming. With such a large ensemble, and the playful flexibility granted by its supernatural premise, it could easily gloss over past arcs, or treat character beats as one-off jokes. Instead, the show uses callbacks strategically, offering quick, clean refreshers so that newer or more casual viewers can follow along, while still rewarding longtime fans who remember the details. This balance is showcased perfectly in Ghost Season 5, Episode 4, which revisits the Ghost representative storyline from way back in Season 1, Episode 3. Back then, Creepy Dirk, one of the cholera ghosts in the basement, unexpectedly beat Isaac in a general election to serve as the Ghost's spokesperson. 4 years later, the cholera ghosts announced that Dirk's term has expired, prompting a new election. Even though it's a ceremonial position, it's hysterical that they're following a presidential election cycle. It's a small detail that highlights just how thoughtfully the show maintains its long-term world building. Many episodic sitcoms drop plot lines, but Ghosts does an excellent job referencing past events. Ghosts Season 5, Episode 4 is packed with quick, satisfying nods to earlier storylines. Exactly the kind of callbacks that reward longtime viewers without alienating casual ones. The episode casually acknowledges Bela's romantic history with Trevor, Trevor's ongoing access to money through his job, and the reveal of Trevor's biological daughter named Abby Pincus. These touches deepen the sense that the ghosts have real histories and relationships that continue, even when an episode isn't centered on them. Most of these references are small enough that they don't change the show's rhythm or character dynamics. In Season 5, Episode 4, Flower's temporary loss of her permastoned haze is treated as a fun, self-contained experiment. She becomes surprisingly sharp and articulate, but the episode wisely resets her by the end. Her dreamy, unfocused personality is essential to the group's chemistry, and Ghost knows not to disturb the core ensemble balance permanently. However, there is one meaningful shift in the episode. Not only is Abby hired to work at Jay's restaurant, but Sam is also forced to reveal the truth about the spirits, Trevor in particular. This revelation is likely to have emotional and comedic consequences that will likely ripple through the next few episodes of Ghosts.